Hey guys,
Hey everyone.
welcome back again. Checking us out. It's Above All. It's Terrell and Amber,
Yep.
and we're back again. Just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for all your support, your love, your encouragement, all of that.
Yeah.
Much needed, and we're just really glad that you guys are getting something out of it. I'm glad God is being glorified for this.
Yeah.
So, let's just get into what we're talking about this week, and we're talking about Are we there yet? So, basically, what we mean by that is sometimes in marriage, we can get a little ahead of ourselves. We can think, why aren't we doing things the way we're supposed to? Why aren't things clicking and moving the way that we thought they would? We've only been married 4 days. So, we're just going to talk a little bit about that, figure it out, and so let's go ahead and get into it.
The first thing when it comes to thinking, are we there yet? Is that it's easy to compare.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's as simple as comparing yourself to your friend's marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's as deep as comparing yourself to maybe your grandparents' marriage or your parents' marriage. I mentioned before that when I first got married, I thought that I would be just like my grandmother and my mother, who both have strong, long-standing marriages, who are in their sweet spot now, but I can guarantee you they weren't there day one. And so just stop yourself while you're ahead and don't compare yourself to what you think you should be or what other people have. Because how God designed your marriage may be different than how God designed their marriage. And B, it's not a fair fight. I mean, we're talking to you newlyweds, you engaged people, you're not that far into it.
Yeah.
So don't do yourself the disservice of comparing your marriage to someone who's been in it for 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 years. It's just not fair to yourself or to your spouse or to your marriage.
Yeah. And what happens a lot of times with that is, sometimes we compare our reality to other people's highlights.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah, I seen that on Instagram. Shout out Instagram. The next thing we're going to talk about is don't rush it. Don't feel like you have these milestones that you have to hit. You have to hit them at a certain time. And, because you're not hitting them a certain speed, you're stagnant. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
You don't, I know for us sometimes when we were getting married, we felt like, oh, well, we have to get a house. And we're married now, we have to get a house. So we get a house, and then, okay, now we got a house. Now it's time to, work on our careers. And, okay, now we're working on our careers. And then now we're thinking about kids. And now we're da-da-da. Sometimes that can push your marriage along, and you miss out on the journey. And you miss out on each other.
Yeah.
And the more you hit, the more responsibility comes. And you want to be ready for that responsibility at the time that it's ordained for. Sometimes God will give you what you're asking for.
Yeah.
And you ain't ready. So really just be prayerful about each step that you go into.
And enjoy
each
step.
Yes.
Enjoy the moments. If God has blessed you don't have kids yet, enjoy that time before kids come. Kids are a blessing. They're miracles from above, but they change things. So don't spend that first however long you have together before children just trying to rush to get to the kids. Or, like he said, trying to rush to get to the house. Maybe it's not meant for you to have the house right now because that's more responsibility than what you're ready for. Or
you gotta cut the grass every week. All the time.
Whatever your thing is that you're looking forward to the most, don't discourage yourself. You're going to get there, but just don't rush so that you don't enjoy the time that God's giving you right now, the season that you're in. Enjoy that.
So next, we really want to talk about our plan and what we kind of did to get through it and help us figure it out. Is just sitting down and making a plan together on what you want your marriage to look like in 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, how many years that from now. So you can sit down and say, hey, look, babe, I'm thinking, in 5 years we should be here and want to do these things or whatever. And what are you thinking? She may be thinking something totally different, oh, well, I want to travel the world for a year, or I want to, I don't want to live there. I want to live here and whatever. So once you start to kind of talk about those things, you can kind of get on the same page, which is very important. starts with communication, but it's very important to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, you can go on a vision retreat. So do you want to tell them a little bit about what a vision retreat is?
Sure. So a vision retreat is basically you and your spouse taking 3 to 5 days away from everything. So if you already have children, send them to mommy's or grandmommy's, send them to the babysitter, get away. If you can't afford to go far away, go to a hotel inside your city. Or, I mean, you really need to get away. You can try to do it at your house, but it's so easy to get distracted by other things.
You don't have to cut the grass again.
Yeah, laundry, whatever.
Yeah.
But the vision retreat is a set 3 to 5 days for you and your spouse to just sit down, think, talk, and pray together about what it is that you see and what God is revealing to you for the year to come.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to tell them about Jimmy Evans' book?
So the book is Mountaintop of Marriage. We always give you a book. This is our book for this week. And it's a guidebook. Basically walks you through how to do your vision retreat. It teaches you how to pray going in to your marriage retreat, which is very important to set the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then it also kind of explains what are the things that you need to talk about and gives you kind of a breakdown so that you don't forget anything. Which each point of your marriage, and you spend time each day praying for each thing. And it's really great because it's not just, we're going somewhere and we're just praying and then that's it.
Yeah.
You pray in the morning, you spend time with God in the morning, you talk about these things as a marriage group, and then the afternoons you go spend time, you go hang out, you go have fun, you enjoy your time. And it's really great because you can focus on a small amount of things, really focus on them, and then the next day focus on a different group, so you don't get kind of worn out. And plus, you get a vacation and some time together too.
Which is awesome.
So, that's really one of the things. Our first one, we weren't able to go outside of the city, so we just got a hotel on the other side of town, which was cool because it's a side of town we hardly ever go to. So it felt like we were going somewhere else. And I'll tell you what, this came out of it. There are a lot of things that God will put on your heart in that weekend for y'all to talk about, and what you see, what He sees for your purpose for your marriage, that is just awesome.
Yeah, and also give you specific things to pray about for the year to come. For example, our first year of marriage, we felt a little lonely. We were the first kind of our friends to get married, and one of the things that came out of the vision retreat was that we wanted to pray for godly couples, godly friends that we could lean on and have relationship with. And out of that vision retreat, now we have a whole circle of godly Christian marriages that we just enjoy hanging out with and kicking it with, and we thank God all the time for it. But it came from us taking that time and realizing that there was a piece that was missing. We didn't realize it until we did the vision retreat. So it's just great all around. We recommend you take it, and it'll help you plan out not only next year, but what you really see for your marriage down the line.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess that's it. That's really kind of what we wanted to tell you guys is, just start to really think about that thing. Don't rush it. Don't
compare.
Yeah, don't put more on your plate than you really need to at this time. Just enjoy your marriage. And that's it. So thanks again for coming to see us. Thanks. Keep subscribing, sharing, telling everyone about it. We really appreciate it. And above all else, love God and love each other.
That's right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.